Okay, this is for Aries. All right, and of course, the deck that I'm going to be using is the Cosmic Card Reader. Of course, this deck is the Soul Activation cards, and it's by Nari, Anastasia. I would assume that's how you pronounce her last name, Anastasia. And so, of course, I am going to be working with this particular deck moving into 2020, at least for the first few months. And so, for Aries, this is what we have moving into 2020. What we're going to need to be focusing on. And for Aries, I have several cards that have flipped over. And of course, let's see what we have. We have 3 cards here. For Aries, we have the Shine card, wanting you to shine in 2020, Aries. We have the Emotion card here. And we have the Surrender card for Aries, okay? And so I am going to read to you from the book because this is a new deck. And sometimes it's always interesting to see what is said based on how the cards are orchestrated and how the particular designer put together the messages through spirit. I always think it's real interesting to kind of see how things pan out. And I just kind of chime in with kind of what it is that comes to me. So for Aries 2020, you have the Shine card. So Aries, you're going to be shining in 2020. That's going to be your focus in expansion as we move forward. So Aries, you want to shine. For you not only light your path, but the path of others around you. If you have selected this card, Spirit encourages you to shine your extraordinary radiant light. And so I also just did a reading for Pisces. But honestly, guys, that's really what many of us are going to be doing as we move forward into 2020, shining our light, okay? Because we're expanding. We're raising the vibration of the actual planet. So you have traveled a long road full of experiences that has consisted of reservations and uncertainty of self. Now you find yourself inspired, motivated, and ignited with a sense of purpose and passion. Limitations of the mind that once kept you bound have been released, and now you're ready to take the next step. Same thing. In 2020, Aries, you want to keep it moving. You want to focus on anything that shines for you. Any opportunities, any situations. You want to be moving forward and creating that, making those steps, taking actions that are going to help you to shine, and also that's going to help others to shine around you. And so it is time, dear one, to follow your heart and its true calling and sing your own unique song. So for Aries, what is it that's in your heart? That's what you're going to be wanting to focus on. That's what you're going to want to focus on. Spirit thanks you for having the courage to step away from the crowd despite the caution of your mind. The more you build on your creative passion, the brighter your light will shine. So you want to focus on whatever creativity you have moving forward. Not only will the surroundings transform and reflect your inner vibration, but many around you will be inspired by your achievements and personal growth. Just by following your heart and doing what you love to do best, which honestly, that's what all of us are going to be doing in 2020. What is it that you love to do best? You will assist humanity in raising the planetary light, okay? Because honestly, that's what we're doing. We're bringing the light back to our planet. Some may become envious of your accomplishments and success, but don't even pay them any attention. And honestly, as I say that, Aries, like my hand just feels there's a lot of warmth in my hand. So I would say that in 2020, if you, Aries, are experiencing any type of backlash or envy or any situation where you're feeling like, of course, things are not, the light may not be shining on your accomplishments, and someone possibly could be throwing shade on you. Don't feel any type of obligation to turn your light or to dim your light, or either become discontented in kind of whatever's going on. I think the warmth from my hand is saying that you want to continue to radiate that light and that heat that is going to be within you. And here it says, keep shining, for soon they will be inspired by your luminous glow. Okay. And so I assume that glow is going to come from your hands, because my hands are feeling extremely warm as I was reading that for you. So a strong current a strong current is propelling you forward in a positive direction that's steering you by the heart. A path that is driven by the heart is a soul that is limitless and fruitful. Have fun during your wonderful time and express your beautiful soul for the world to see. You deserve it. Okay, Aries, I'm sorry. This is the prayer for you, Aries. You pray to the Great Spirit. Thank you for clarity, insight, direction that I have in my life. I am grateful for this wonderful opportunity to share my unique light with the world. Okay, so as I have been reading that, I feel just this enormous amount of warmth in my hands for you, Aries. So in regards to shining, that sun energy, that sunlight is going to be coming through you, Aries, at the time that you're going to be moving into 2020. So regardless of whether people are going to approve of that light or approve of whatever you're accomplishing or getting done, just know you're going to empower them. You're going to inspire them. Okay. Now, let's move on to your emotion card that came out. And this emotion card actually shows that there's going to be a lot that's going to be coming in regards to what's going on around your crown. And it looks similar to a couple different emotions. Of course, I see a lot of water here. But let's see what it says per the card. It says it's time to acknowledge and release repressed emotional energy in a positive and constructive way. Emotions and feelings assist in navigating your way through life. They are fundamentally for determining your health and also your mental and spiritual well-being. Many people suppress their emotions for fear of being consumed by them. Neglected, stored emotions create a volcanic pressure within which can be detrimental to one's energy and also their body. If you have selected this card, Spirit is encouraging you to allow your emotions to flow in a safe space for you. Express your emotions. If you are sad, then cry. If you're angry, then be angry. Acknowledge and truly feel this process. Observe the emotions that are being released and ask yourself, where do these reactions and emotions stem? from. You're going to want to be more reflective in regard to your emotions in this particular card. Perhaps past memories and experiences are overlaying the current experience and increasing its emotional impact on you. It's so easy to overlook the tight grip these emotions have been denied and, of course, have had on you until you are able to release them. Channeling these emotions in a positive way, in a constructive way, rather than ignoring them, allowing yourself to feel yourself and also allow yourself to be free of whatever emotional baggage that you have. This is an act of releasing, and of course, where you're enabling yourself to be in the present and also enjoy the magic of whatever is going on in your particular life. It's easy and tempting to resist these unpleasant emotions, but the only way that you will be free is if you release them and express them. Writing your feelings down, releasing them through emotions, going on a nature walk, talking to a special friend or someone that you can trust. All of these are going to be ways to address any type of emotion that you have. The main thing here is you want to be gentle and compassionate with yourself during this process. So Aries, even though you're going to have the light that's going to be shining, okay? We've already established that the light is going to be shining from pretty much the majority of your chakras, from head all the way, down into your creative parts, right? Your creative chakras. And you're going to also have some challenges in regards to your emotions. These emotions might be anything from anger, sadness, or whatever. Don't allow yourself to get stuck in your head about why you're having these emotions. Don't judge them. Experience them. Allow them to come. Notice them. Let them pass. So a good recommendation would be meditation, which, many of you may already be doing that. But understanding that maybe your focus, moving forward in 2020 is to actually address any emotions that maybe you haven't felt and allowing yourself to kind of process them so that you are able to continue to move in this vibration of shining and that you're not getting stuck here. So the prayer, of course, for you Aries in regards to your emotions is to Great Spirit, please guide me through the process of cleansing and releasing with love. So in 2020, everything is shine, everything is moving forward, everything is with love, and of course everything is with light. Okay, now the third card that you have, Aries, is surrender. And of course we already know what this is here, right? We already know that Aries, in 2020, you're going to be surrendering to spirit. You're going to surrender yourself to the universe to allow whatever to be, right? So let's see what the details of surrender is here. Allowing things to kind of just unfold, and honestly allowing the universe to kind of just embrace you in a way, or grace you. Honestly, it's really more grace you with whatever blessings or whatever situations that are going to occur in your life so that you are able to shine and continue to be in that wonderful space of light and love. So it says, surrender to what is, let go of what was, have faith in what will be. And this is a quote from Sonia Riccati. If you have picked this card, it is saying that, of course, you, Aries, you really need to start to surrender. Surrender your worries, your burdens, control over the outcome. Many times we all have problems with the outcome. We want things to kind of go the way that we want them to go. And unfortunately, It doesn't work like that. So just be with life and be present in the moment. So just be. Meditation again. And of course, there's different ways of meditating. And I think sometimes we get stuck in thinking that meditation is just one way. There are so many different ways to meditate. And what's interesting, guys, is that you get to kind of create the meditation that works for you. That's what you want to be focusing on and experimenting with in 2020. If there may be other ways of meditating that may help you to get more in alignment with what the universe is actually saying to you. So, resisting the natural cycles of life can only cause you frustration, anguish, and of course, feeling that you're constantly going to be in a struggle. When you push against life, life pushes back, and what you resist most will continue to exist in your life. This is not what you really want in 2020. Do you feel perplexed by the fall or the autumn leaves? No. Or, for there is trust in the natural cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. And so here, Aries, is the surrender card of the cycles of what transformation is going to mean for you in your own evolutionary journey. It's going to be specific to each person. And so the main thing is for you guys to understand that it is a process and that you're going to be yielding yourself over to that state of awareness and not resisting any cycles of birth or death within any of those cycles. So there's going to be some cycles that you guys are going to obviously be experiencing, as is everyone. This doesn't mean that you should quit, but rather to make a decision to trust in life. For when you are in acceptance of what is, you become more empowered to attract the outcome you desire. So ideally, we want things to kind of go the way that we want them to go. If that's going to be the true reality that's going to happen in 2020, we're going to have to surrender first, and then we may have the outcome that we initially intend to see, but without the attachment, without focusing on it. Okay? Now, when you surrender what you hold, you have on the situation and bring yourself to a place of inner peace, you'll find a certain level of clarity. Solutions will appear and allow deeper wisdom to guide your way. Energy that is once spent on resistance will now be focused on projects that bring you joy. This in return will attract miracles and blessings that you actually want and that you hope for. So for Aries, what you want to do is, as you're surrendering, you're going to want to not so much focus on the outcome. You're going to want to focus on allowing whatever will happen or whatever will be, let it be, and focus on projects that are going to help you to be more creative and shining, right? So that you're able to experience not only the shine and the joy that you're presenting for everyone else, but that you're able to have that for yourself as well. And so that's kind of what the surrender card is for you. Your affirmation for 2020: I surrender at this moment and trust in Great Spirit to guide my way. Okay? And so for Aries, that is your 2020 soul activation cards. And of course, it looks like you're going to focus on shining your light in a number of your chakras, that there are going to be possibly some emotions that you're going to experience. But the key here is not to judge the emotions. It's to let them come up, to notice them, you know, if it's anger, whatever it is, frustration, let it go, right? And the same thing kind of flows into with surrendering. You're really surrendering whatever emotions you have, whatever personal situations that are going to come up, whether it's in your workplace or at home with friends or family, you know, because of course here it's saying that there are going to be some situations where people are not going to be liking your shining. They're not going to like that sunshine that you're going to bring, Aries. Some people, not everyone. But you need to know that your shine is what it is. And that if you have some emotions that come up behind, you know, someone not liking your shine, and notice and pay attention to what it is that you're experiencing in that particular moment. Don't judge it though. Just let it move its way on through. And that's actually the process of surrendering. Knowing that that's going to be the process. That's going to be the cycle that you're going to be in. Aries, just like in a wash machine. Honestly, that's what I'm hearing that's coming through for you, Aries, is that even though you're going to be shining in 2020, at least initially, there's going to be cycles of emotions that you're going to feel in addition to the fact that you're going to be shining. And so understand that you're just on the start cycle with the wash machine, and it's going to be where you're going to be you're going to be washing away certain emotions that aren't going to be serving your highest good. Understand that it's just a cycle, that there is a start, a middle, and an end to all cycles, and not to get stuck in asking yourself what's going on with your emotions, because you're going to know that you're shining. Okay? And that's the whole process of surrendering. All right, guys. So this is for Aries 2020. So activation. So guys, thank you. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.